You want to see me be activated with fear? Well, then let's talk about sloth. It is really only a holdover. It is a misunderstanding of great depth and width. Yes, it is a blanket that I feel when I think about sloth, because in my home I have made very grave judgments against myself and my validity and my safety and my abilities to survive as a human being, because I don't pick up after myself, and I don't like to do laundry, and I don't like to clean up. So for me, sloth is a biggie, because it's evidence of my mismanagement of my energy, and these profound judgments roll and roll and roll and roll into eternity. Michelle Karen, I will tell you, for those who are old, they may resonate if you live in a bit of confusion and clutter. Okay, so here's the deal. If you're highly disorganized within, can you imagine banging around with all of this and there was no structure yet for it, but you were getting a lot of info, a lot of intel, and not knowing exactly where to put it, or even if it was appropriate to be thinking or feeling? Well, then you can imagine that the disorganization within was expressed without, and that it was hard to manage some of the physical reality because I was working other places. But did I give myself a break in any way? No, my son did. I would walk around in profound self-hatred. I mean, to the point where I wanted to put a gun to my head. It was so bad. It's a very bad feeling to hate oneself so much, and to be confronted with so much evidence that you are somehow unwilling or unable to do anything but this form of self-harm and harm to others. It's intense. This was a koan that I didn't really talk about a lot in the essays, because I felt it was so... I talked about it, but I didn't, I let it go after a while and didn't examine it further, because I literally could have written 10,000 words 3 times a week on this particular koan. It was so deep. And then I spoke with Michelle Keren. She said, "Dear one, please understand, you're coming into your kosh of having been profoundly altered in your expression due to spiritual attainment, and this is your signature. And so for you are always in meditation, always. And what assists you in balance is physical activity and chores, doing chores, cleaning the environment, and doing things that are mundane. For others, they lay and walk and toil in this land, and then they find a meditation chair and sit and go where you go all the time. So for you, please consider that chores are a form of deep and profound meditation of a different kind. This helped me considerably, especially when I found it to be true. I still haven't taken the cure entirely, because for me, not handling the things on the outside with precision and grace and maturity, to me now indicates I need help. I prefer help. She said, you were always surrounded by people who not only appreciated your sparkle, but who supported you with the things that you find difficult to do. So there you go, baby. Oh, this made me resentful of not being offered anything that looked like physical support. Anything. Being in profound relationship and having no support, no physical sign that it even exists. Well, isn't that metaphoric, dear? Of course. I was being helped by angels. But as I've said, Jesus doesn't get up and make me coffee in the morning, It's a lonely frickin' life. Lonely life. Singular. And at times understanding that I may never be in full relationship with anyone who wishes to stand in full vulnerability and awareness of their own depth and mine. And this is that's a grief I carry every day. And this also is expressed in my sloth. And so to come from a place of such shame that it would do this to me, so I was top and bottom just like that, compressed, and then pushed into non-existence with hate, self-hate, and with nothing but evidence and proof of my unlovability, my unsupportability, my unsupported status, and my literally my eternity of chasm, of never being reached, never being heard, never being met or answered. Why else do you think that I have experimented and found profound joy in sacred sexuality and in the expression of my sexuality, when this is a profound bridge to physical reality itself? It is validating. And I was in the practice of great self-invalidation. So it's funny how, as my sexuality was unfurled, celebrated, explored, discovered, revered, loved, honored. It's funny how my house got cleaner. Funny how that works. So, and now, yes, I haven't lain with anyone since November, December. Oh well, what the hell. So it's getting a little messy around here. Need a good lay. I think it's all connected. So whatever. So yes, it's a profound meditation on sloth, is it not? You pick a sin. I just went to the website of 7 Deadly Sins, thinking, oh goody, now I get to dip in the pool of, hey, God hates you because you're a homosexual. God hates you because you eat too much. God hates you. You got to be fearful of yourself because of this and this and this and this. Don't trust yourself if you have any of these feelings. And God help you. God gets to help you if you choose to have these feelings and express them. Well then, how far off you of the path of righteousness? So it's just kind of like, do I have to go back and look at those things again? Ugh. Envy and greed, well, dear ones, they're the same thing, only different. They're just different sides of the coin. So it's rather rudimentary, the list. So we will forge on, probably talking about getting laid a lot too. No wonder that number 1 was masturbation, and what number 3 was sexual incontinence. As if there is such a thing. The only incontinence around sexuality that there is the rampant judgments being made and the hatred being slung and the invalidation being believed. That's the only thing what's wrong about sexuality these days. But so sloth. Also understanding that sloth is a function for me of simple self-management. Well, okay, then you go back to I'm just not able to manage in this world, blah, blah, blah. Everything that they say is true, and I should believe other person. Let me have some, give me a really big lump of that. Just a minute, hold on just a minute. Oh yeah, that's the old days. That reminds me of, oh God, so much. Yeah, I don't want to go there no more. So you know what I do? I'm like my son around my house now. Oh, Mama, I love you. Not I still love you, or I love you in spite of. And not I love you because of, but I love you. So yeah, it doesn't fuck my psyche up too much, Mama. It's okay. I'm okay. Could it have been a better experience had it been neat and clean? And yes. And so with Sloth, here I found the management. Well, it has to do with self-love, of course, the willingness to express it, and of course the ability then to express it. How do I gain the ability? Well, how about hanging out with people who actually engage in it in a balanced, self-affirming and self-loving way? What do they have to say about it? Well, I find I make my reality go better when I have bliss. The heart goes crazy. And so it's not, well, if you don't do a list, then you only have a person. No, it's, well, it helped me, and it makes my reality a more pleasant one. Oh, really? There's no rules here? Really? So I can use your information as I see fit. It's good for you? It works for you? How does it work for you? Tell me more. Like that. No judgment. And then the sloth begins to fall off. The judgment about the sloth begins to fall off. And then, is it really sloth? Well, I like sloths. And I really like that they, this is the Facebook poster, maybe I'll put it along with the WordPress thing, of when you're feeling like you're a total douche, you don't like yourself too much because of all your bullshit. Well, then just keep in mind the sloth, who sometimes moves so slow. It mistakes its own arm for a limb, grabs hold and then falls to its death. So keep that in mind when you're walking around your apartment saying that you're a little piggy. Big fucking deal. I thought to myself, okay, man, I have people over here talking about, let's talk about ascension! Exclamation point! Here the big brain wants to tell you a couple of things and wants to hear your thoughts. Just don't mind the mess. Wow, what a concept. What a concept. Part of this is shame, of course. Yes, you clean up before the guests arrive, huh? You do this, of course, because you want to offer them a very enjoyable space in which to express. And it's a symbol of respect and of love and dignity. Shows respect. And this was also judgment. Oh, it means I don't respect nobody. It means I don't respect myself. No, it's hard for you to express your respect in this particular way due to your kosh and due to many other things. So lay off and realize that yes, people feel more loved when they can relax and visually they don't have things going bump, bump, bump. Yes, okay, so you want to, oh, the nose smells so good. So you want to give that to others. Well then, dear, we would like so much if you would offer that to yourself. We only need to hear you say, I'm willing to be helped with this one. I'm willing to listen. And we can assure you that the feedback loop going back in to the ear, into the eye, still a little shut down. Fear, judgment, shame, cloud, obstruct a little bit, slow down, impede, narrow the information flow, and make it hard to affect a highway of support and trust. That's all. So, what you gonna do? What, you got a cluttered house, you're gonna hate yourself for the rest of your life? No. these shows of the hoarding. Having had that experience, having been at a zenith a couple of times of being truly in fear of my own lack of control of this particular expression. Yes, I would not say hall of mirrors. It's not that. It is it's a way home. Is there not a lot of paradox walking around with this one? It's a longer one, but it's worth it. You didn't think you'd get all this with Sloth, did you? But I'll try and find that poster. It makes me giggle. And when we're talking about this damn shame, all the judgments, all the self-hatred, all the hatred that we so happily take on from others, it gives me a little bit of a headache. I'm glad I'm doing this, but I'm going to be glad when it's over. It's basically another FU to the man. You want to see my neck tattoo before we go forward? Why not? Here's my FU that I did in 92, 94? Of course it was. When I decided no more will I be told that if I don't wear a dress to work, I'm not showing respect. See? Do you see it? I hope. My arm? Yeah. Hopefully you did. I don't know, it's there. I forget. Then people would say when I first got it for about the first 10 years, "Hey man, what's that on your neck, dude?" And I'd say, I don't know how to explain this. What is it? It's Sanskrit for God. It's Sanskrit for God. Shrug. That's all I knew. Now I understand it is the very breath of God, and its expression in, of course, this language is I am. Om. 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 So, this God walks around in a messy house with socks that haven't been washed. She keeps putting them on her feet every day. Likes to wear the same pants every day. Enjoys it. Thinks it's very European. Is it slothful? Well, no, we would say it's not. But if you judge her behavior based on your behavior, then the judgments come, and why not use the S word? Okay? Alright, so lay off of each other today. Just don't name call. You find one of these words bubbling up, understand that it stinks. It stinks. It has an odor, it has a taste, and it's very unpleasant. You're eating it, and you're asking others to partake. And if they haven't ever tasted anything else, well then, they dive right in, because at least it's nourishment of some kind.